Couple me one of those. Blessings. I was tossed to pin. I don't know if that was.
That's my pin, bro! My TV.
And no ghetto chewing on the mic.
No bubblegum at all.
The bubblegum must go.
I need my mouth just dry. I bought you for the specific moment.
Too very loud.
You too loud.
What you loud?
It's a known issue.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. It's a no.
It is.
So you guys,
we-
come out.
that's a-
come out. You also.
Take it. Jalan.
Boom! Welcome to the Republic Reacts. It's your boys.
As your boy Names and your boy Pikes, we're back at it again. You know. Knock, knock.
Who's they?
The boys!
I hate that. No. I hate that. I refuse that.
Hope you
But
guys
we
have been
move.
good.
We
It's
move.
been an eventful couple of weeks or couple of hours, it
Niggas
feels
don't
like.
get sleep.
Bro, it's been going crazy.
Like I can't sleep. Y'all don't want me to
My
sleep.
phone's been ringing up, it's been Metro, it's been Recross, everyone's just hitting my lines. They're like, yo, you see this? You see this fucking rap beef going on right now? Let's walk in.
It's fine.
Anyways, yeah, it's been going crazy, bro.
It's been going. Look here, it's out of hand. I mean, over the weekend we just could not rest. Every couple of hours there was a new track you must react to. Blood niggas are trying to sleep. I'm just getting phone calls.
Fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, you gotta wake up, listen to some bars. That's what you need to do.
That's what.
Yeah,
So this is gonna be a little bit different. This what
Yeah.
we're gonna do is we're gonna go into certain lines and we're gonna try to provide some evidence for it. Because with all of the allegations, it's hard to know kind of where
what's
to
real,
lie.
what's not.
So we've selected a few bars from each track. Don't get in your feelings when we don't know something about the bar that's somewhere
We
else.
are
in
the
the track.
rap like professionals.
We
or some
aren't,
shit
bro.
like
We are
that.
doing our
Yeah,
best.
But we could be. I mean, we can freestyle. There are less biases here in this conversation. What we're gonna do is we're gonna provide a comprehensive overview, basically, of what's
definitely.
of the storyline. Because we gotta build a story. We gotta make it into a movie. You know, we
No, I'm
gotta
with you.
make it digestible for you guys, our loyal fans. What is the audience? So the order was
Euphoria.
Another Kendrick one.
Oh, was it another Kendrick?
It was
one?
616.
616. It was 616 in LA.
Then Drake came, Family Matters.
Then Kendrick came back.
Then Kendrick
with
came
Meet
back, Meet the Grahams.
And not like us. Like us. And then last was the Hot Pot 6.
Yes. Then not like us, then the hard part 6. So Euphoria. So, you know, we had reacted to the song, but obviously that was just pure like off the cuff. So we didn't we only got what we got. Kendrick first introduces us by saying he makes music that electrifies it. And Drake makes music that pacifies it. And we at the moment we were just like, does he make music that
No, he
electrifies
doesn't.
it?
I remember specifically me saying
Yeah.
that I've not been electrified by Kendrick.
But
in a
what
long
he's
time.
actually saying is, so his music electrifies and Drake's music pacifies. And babies use pacifiers to keep themselves calm and shit like that. Thing that the rattles, that's
Oh
a
my
pacifier.
God.
Essentially. So his music pacifies, meaning his music caters to a more youthful audience, so to say.
Okay, that one went
basically.
over my head.
And look, the way I think about, we thought he doesn't make music that electrifies, but at the same time, Kendrick's one of the best albums ever made. I don't think Drake has an album like Good Kid, Mad City. That album is. I think that album is.
That's fair.
That album is like, you will not come across another album like Good Kid, Mad
I
City.
don't even think Drake has a damn.
I
don't
think
even
maybe
know.
he has a damn.
No, damn, no. Back to front. Like, that's why I say, like, when I say album, I mean back to front, where there's a message across the album. Drake has, like, a lot of singles on his album.
he has a lot of
or
singles.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Singles in a vibe. Like, more life is like this Caribbean theme, but it's like a whole lot of... the album isn't linked up.
Yeah.
In Damn, we were going through
It's
all
a
the
message.
human emotions.
It's a message.
Yes.
So, look, you can say what you want about Kendrick. He's got classic albums that won't die.
Yeah.
Drake has so
Yeah.
much albums. Yeah, it's great. He doesn't have that.
I don't think he has any
He
classics.
doesn't have that.
That's fair.
You know what I
That's a
mean?
fair.
And so that's... so anyways, I heard your feelings. You don't want to work with me. He talks about something along those lines.
Yes.
What I heard is that Drake wanted Kendrick on a feature. And Kendrick basically said no. He said no to the feature. And I think Drake was a bit butthurt about that. And he felt some type of way, and the message came across that he didn't necessarily want to work with Kendrick anymore. And I think that's what sparked the flame. I think there was more,
Yes.
like you said, but there was also one of the little sparks that went into creating this kind of flame that nobody knew was just kind of brewing at the time. Do you know what I mean? Then there's I got language barriers, and he also says you can't sell him no accent. And one thing we can notice about Drake is he's got a very thick Canadian accent.
Yes.
But when he started, he sounded completely different.
He
He adopted the black accent to get his foot into the music game with all of his peers. And he had used that to create the base of his music. And then like eventually down the line, he kind of dubbed his toe into UK accents, like the Caribbean vibe. Then he went back to his Canadian accent. And Kendrick's not a fan of that. You know what I mean? And he has had one accent. He's had one origin his whole life. What is Drake's origin? It's through essence. We don't know. He's got so much.
Yes, Drake is more of a chameleon, and Drake has definitely been accused of that culture vulture.
Yeah, cultural appropriation.
That's the thing. Whatever your sound is here, I'll just do this sound.
Yeah.
You know, no morning side.
Yeah.
No for the ride.
Yes,
like,
bro.
just,
and it's worked well for him. A lot of his success came through that.
yes,
Actually.
like so many of his good moments has been when he has taken from other cultures. I've never heard Kendrick like on a drill beat.
Yeah.
Like I've heard Cole on a drill beat, but he was still Cole. He still like went with Cole's cadence on a drill beat.
Yeah. And also, that would also explain why Drake was able to make so much music in such a short, not short, but like such a space of time. Where Kendrick maybe didn't make as much music, but he made crazy albums. But with his authentic style. You know what I mean? So I think that's the angle. So now Kendrick is coming into this beef with that. Okay? You stealing cultures. You unauthentic. You into like the youth, basically. With Euphoria.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what they're saying. Then I didn't feel that was the right pace in the beef, you know?
Yeah.
That one couldn't catch the it's not what I expected Kendrick Lamar to come with. And then a couple of hours later, he gave us 616. And I just want to play a snippet of it so you can hear the difference in sound.
Can't twist slide about the
Oh my God. That shit is so hard.
Kendrick was...
That is the best diss track I've ever heard in my life. I'll be real with you.
He was cruising on the beat.
He was riding it. And that's on the soul beat.
Bro. But do you know what the thing is now? They've been going with old school hip hop. That's kind of the field they chose. The map they chose was old school.
As you know, that's where the beef starts. That's like the origin of the hip hop beef.
So I respect them both for kind of sticking to that 70s to 80s to 90s.
That boom bap.
That boom bap.
Yeah.
They've all stuck to like different samples from out that era. Drake did tweak it a little bit further on, but generally you can hear like the bass sample.
Yeah. Basically, the message that I was getting and other people were getting. So Kendrick starts off by he's kind of now explaining himself and explaining his thoughts. And he's really good at that. He's really good at putting his thoughts into bars and talking to you at the same. He's talking you through his thoughts.
Yeah, so it's almost like he's subconscious.
He's done that before, right?
He does
ADHD,
it so often.
right? He does it so often. And that's genius. You know, he's talking through, the life he lives, why he likes the peace. He's also got a yacht. Obviously the big one. OVO is working for me. Have you ever? He's playing Have You Ever with Drake.
Yes.
In the
that
track.
was nasty.
He's playing Have You Ever. OVO is working for me. And he's basically alluding to that they are snitches in Drake's circle. The biggest anchor in this track. The fact that he's now making Drake think, oh, you've got rats and I've got that inside info. You know, so anything from now, like as the listener, you could think, what else does he know?
Exactly.
What else did he game out?
Yes, and then Drake drops Family Matters. And we don't want to play Family Matters due to DMCA strikes.
Yeah.
Drake been copyright striking
Drake
us
is a bitch, by the way.
on all of our music.
God
Shout
damn
out to
it,
Kendrick for removing the
Yeah.
copyrights from all of his music. That's why
That's
we're
the
playing
real,
it.
that's the real G.
So
That's
we
the real
can
G,
we can actually put it on our YouTube videos without getting so much like back for. And we're a small channel, blood. We aren't this big reaction channels that have links in the industry. If we get a strike, we get a strike. We're in trouble.
And that's the X next to Drake's name already.
Bro, so
Yeah,
already
okay.
you trying to make money off the beef now? You don't have so much money. You don't have
Yeah.
cash key. You can't remove the copyright. Come on, bro.
How many songs you got?
So Drake came back with a good couple of things. So firstly, the beat on this was crazy. We're just gonna play a small little snippet from it. No,
Now, this is a very good radio banger.
no, definitely this is a radio.
This is a
banger.
radio banger. It's a really good. I told you they were playing it on the NBA halftime show, and like most
Yes.
of them, people were jamming, which is crazy to see. Even I'm sure Kendrick watches basketball, but imagine me and you are beefing, and I got fucking the Arsenal fans in the Emirates singing my diss track. You
Nah,
know?
that's horrible. That's horrible. Clean?
That ain't happening right, 'cause we know the girls that you actually like.
secrets are coming at night. It's all on your face like what happened to Mike. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm pressing you actually Mike. Michael was praying his features would change, so people believe that he's actually white. Top will make you do features for change. Get on pop records to rap for the white.
So, look, Drake came hard. Drake was calling out everyone and their mother again. Now, at the time, I didn't like this track. For the flow was outrageous. The music video, he put like a lot of effort into it. Like with him, I can see he's trying to like put out really good projects. So whereas Kendrick is kind of spamming, Drake is trying to get like, Drake wants to make sure that there's a video, there has to be a producer. Like
that's how Drake matches up with Kendrick's penmanship, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He needs to bring a lot of, he needs to overcompensate for the fact that I think Kendrick's bars are obviously very superior. Well, not very, but I
don't think so. I think Kendrick's.
So?
I think that's a mischaracterization of what that is. I think with Drake's style doesn't allow him to go as dark and as hard. And if he has to go dark and hard, it will be such a switch up out of his normal pace that people will be like, oh, people will not receive it. With Kendrick goes dark, it's kind of, we can see it.
We've seen this before.
We've seen this before. We've seen Kendrick's subconscious speaking to him. We've seen Kendrick having internal battles and stuff. But with Drake, we haven't really seen that in his music. And I wouldn't say that is a skill that he has. So when he came out, what I didn't like was he was going for too many things. Focus on the man in front of you. You literally have Godzilla tearing Tokyo down. You're out here trying to deal with local crime. You trying to arrest petty theft. Like your resources need to be focused on.
Spider-Man isn't even looking at Venom anymore. He's out here taking the street around, but he's dealing with him.
Bro, Spider-Man fighting blue collar crime. Bro, you needed to focus up. I like the bars for A$AP Rocky. I like all of that you did well, but I don't think we needed it. I think you've now opened yourself up to more rap beefs by even acknowledging that. If you didn't speak about that at all, no one would have batted an eye because of the fact that this Kendrick thing was right in front of you. But now what you've done is you've opened up line of dialogue with him again. You spoke about Metro, you spoke about Rick Ross. Even though there was like quality in there, I don't want to go into that because that's again going to deviate. Let's get into the main one that caught my eye was obviously where he said that Dave Freeze, who is Kendrick's manager and creative
something like he's linked to Kendrick in some way.
Yes, actually is the baby father of one of Kendrick's children. He also questions Kendrick about how Kendrick's questioning Drake's ethnicity, and at the same time he has a mixed race wife. So you hate mixed race people, but you have a mixed race wife. All the girls that we originally know that you hook up with are white. So what are you actually saying? And I think he did well to throw doubt, and especially when Kendrick came with that angle. At the time I told you I didn't like that color angle, and the fact that Drake was able to flip it so effectively. If we go further down into the song, I think the real truth allegations that came out of it was when he said that Kendrick moved to New York without his fiancée. He proposed in 2015. It's almost 10 years later. This is your queen, mother of your children. You love family, all of this, but you aren't making an honorable woman. So I thought that was because Kendrick had chosen this ethnic higher than thou.
The higher ground. He
chose the higher ground. All Drake did was chip away at these rocks by his feet, and I think he did an excellent job.
And he was also saying, you're rapping like you about to get slaves freed. It's all make believe.
It's all make believe.
You're the Messiah basically, but it's make believe. It's fake. It's just not a real thing that you're rapping about.
Exactly, and he is so like he did so well to twist that entire narrative, and I think Kendrick left himself exposed to that.
For the
in
character
Euphoria.
assassination.
Yes, when he went at his character, and Drake. Remember, I was saying I don't like this higher than thou, and then Drake just went in on that, and he twisted it, and then he came out with the. And again, you proposed in 2015. You still not married in 2024?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's actual. That's real thing.
She has 3 kids with you, 3 kids. And you talk about families and the
talk about
importance
God,
of families and
but
God.
you got 3 before marriage.
3 out of wedlock. You know, you're not doing the right thing. So who are you to criticize me?
That's true.
So you're not gonna marry. And then he also says that he was beating on his girl. So now not only have we flipped the whole higher than thou, he now says that you beat your girl.
Yeah, you beat your girl.
Oh my God. When he dropped that.
And Kendrick still hasn't given us any response that maybe he feels like he doesn't need to. But I would like him to. I would like him to kind of clear that up. What was she doing wrong at the time maybe?
Yes.
Just tell her like, Was she doing something wrong? Did she deserve it?
Listen, I'm gonna move from that. So then that drops, no? And that question of did Kendrick beat this girl now kind of gets shifted under the rug. Because
And
immediately
it lingers.
no? But immediately, while Family Matters is still on the billboard, he drops Meet the Grahams to take kind of, because now I think if it was only the Drake song, everyone, and there was time to stew, like a day or two, would have all been looking into it. They would have been researching all of the allegations. Now we're looking for things. Was there a crisis team that was hired to deal with this thing? So it doesn't come out Kendrick is moving his mochi. Stuff like that. And then he immediately shuts that off. All that momentum is gone. Because he goes to go and drop this dark
the Grahams.
ass.
What a piece of art this was.
So we're gonna play the obviously the big part.
Yeah.
Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit too much, but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his own. Try destroying families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead, he being
So I just want to skip to one other part. So again, he's talking, but what I was saying is that you can hear throughout the song, it's almost like he's talking to, it's like someone where, have you ever been in a conversation with someone where they're trying to be civil, but in the back of you can hear them cracking, you can hear that anger starting to come out, and throughout the song he builds, like he's talking that calm tone, and then the anger starts to come out, and then here at the end, it starts, like the anger completely takes over.
no secret handshakes with your friend. But when standing next to a woman,
Here it comes. You can hear it going up.
Mamas ain't you embarrassed of them. That's not right, that ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense, all is perjury. You lied about your ghostwriters. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you with them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there.
The lie in the background.
You lied about the only artist that can offer.
So you lied about your ghostwriters, you lied. And all along I've been the ghostwriter thing, but I just thought it was like, hearsay. And then I saw something. And what I saw was shocking. So if you go back to Push-Ups that Drake did, performed by Drake, written by A. Graham, Matthew Samuels, Noel Castra. And then if you go to Euphoria, performed by Kendrick Lamar, written by Kendrick Lamar. Drake had ghostwriters.
They weren't
on the
ghostwriters,
diss
but
track.
there were other writers.
This is ghostwriting. How is the other writers on
Nah, but
your
I think this is just crediting. I think ghostwriting is when they don't, where he doesn't
doesn't
let you
credit.
know. He
But-
doesn't credit.
But this is
But
still
even
proof
this
that
is still
other-
bad.
This is
This is bad. This is bad.
much
Forget it.
proof as you need. Why is the other writers on your diss track?
Yeah.
Like, this is definitive. You put it there. You credited them. How are they getting credits on a song you wrote to Kendrick Lamar?
And I think this is, we could say this is now one of the things we have definitive proof on.
Definitive.
We have
proof.
definitive evidence. Drake does not write these songs by himself.
Done.
So that's one in
Done.
K1,
Case
one in
closed.
K.
So 1 point to K dot there because we've now proved one thing definitively.
Yeah. So also in the song, this is less definitive, but there are snippets about it. He talks to Adonis, and he says, "Never let a man piss on your leg, son." So there has been this rumor that went around that one of T.I.'s friends got really drunk at a party somewhere, and he had accidentally pissed on Drake.
How do you accidentally piss on someone?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. And this is the whole trip.
Touché.
And then in one of the songs that T.I. wrote, he has a ball in there saying that his bro got drunk and he pissed on Drake, essentially. The song came out a long time ago, bro.
Yes.
The song came out a
And
long
Kendrick
time.
references in one of the later songs.
Yes,
also.
he references it. And then he also talks about never code switch, essentially. So he's maybe again going at the authenticity angle. Okay, you got ghostwriters, unauthentic. Your accent isn't authentic. You don't completely represent the 6 Toronto.
Yes.
Because when you came into the game, You were like, oh, what? You were on the street, you changed your accent, you changed this, you changed that. Now you want to go UK, then you want to talk like whatever, a Spanish man or something
Yes.
like that. So like, that's also building on the Kendrick's case of you are unauthentic, Drake. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I think that's also one of his main hooks. Other than okay, he likes younger kids. He's not a good figure for his own son. Basically, speaks
Yes.
to his mom, speaks to his dad, blaming them for what it's become essentially. And in many of Drake's songs, he talks about his mom and he talks about his dad. He talks about his dad on Pound Cake,
Yes.
and he talks to his mom in what's if you didn't listen too late.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
Sandra's Rose.
Yes, and Sandra's Rose also. And he took those two characters, very big characters in Drake's story, and now he's starting to talk to those characters, telling them, look here, this is the situation. So he took the three biggest characters that we know in Drake's story. His son, which was a scandal.
Yes.
His mom in many of his songs. His dad in one of his biggest songs.
His dad
And
is a
his-
deadbeat.
yes.
His dad he's using
Yeah.
his dad to prove that he's black.
Yeah, to prove, yes. And now he's...
Even though he hates his dad by all accounts. Do you see what I mean? So it's a bit crazy, but we need to keep moving.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So
And
now-
we could go on for hours here, but there's a
Yes.
lot. There's too much, bro.
So Meet the Grahams was dark, no? But still, Meet the Grahams gave me that feeling that the fact that he dropped it so quick gave me that feeling that we were trying to hide something that Drake said, no? Or we were trying to compensate for something, because not like us dropped so quickly after, and I say, Kendrick, there was no need to drop again, no? So he already spoke to Drake's 11-year-old daughter, eh? And then he drops Not Like Us, and I was like, okay, Not Like Us is a banger, but again, there was so much things that Drake said, and you obviously pre-made these records, so you haven't addressed any of it. So this was more like trying to pile dirt on something. That's the angle I got. I
Yeah,
was
or
like,
he had the dirt. He was just creating the songs from what he had.
yes,
You know what I
no? But he didn't respond to the things Drake said in Family Matters.
Yeah.
Do you see? And he never really went into any of those things. So I was starting to think, wait. Does Drake have an angle here? Is Kendrick Lamar actually just pulling out? Is he panicking right now? But why is he panicking? And the reason he's panicking only comes out a bit later, because now in Not Like Us, it is a bit more of a banger. He addresses the pedophile.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
Oh my
that's
god.
wild.
So look, let's start off with the pedophile thing. Can I start off with that?
Yeah, you can start. So this is the angle that's been here from the beginning. That
Yeah.
there's allegedly Drake's into, the more youthful exuberance,
Yes.
as we should say.
So I'll put up the cover art on the screen, and it's Drake's house with pedophile pins.
Are
on it.
these pedophiles?
So
I
these
thought
are
they
the
were
pins.
ops. I thought they were
no,
ops.
these are pins used by. So if you're a sex offender in America,
If
you
you're on
go
the
to the
registry.
registry. No?
Yeah.
So there's an app you can actually download and see all the different offenders around you, like the ones against children, ones that have sexual assault. Then you can see all of it, and you can filter. And this specific one is the one for pedophiles.
Wow.
And he's
Can
got.
we say pedophile? No, we can't.
No, we can say PDFs.
PDF.
So,
That's kind of funny.
so for all the PDFs, this is all the PDFs. How many PDFs? There's gang PDFs.
gang
More than
PDFs,
10
you know,
PDFs
it's
inside of your house.
That's a song of PDFs.
So there's been allegedly, I didn't know this, but in the background there's been so many pedophile allegations
Yeah,
against Drake.
scandal.
So we're gonna watch one now, and you let me know how you feel after it. You let me know. So this is Abba and Preach's video. They did an expose. Abba and Preach they don't miss. Shout out Abba and Preach.
I said no teenager.
Started when footage from a 2010 Drake concert began circulating the internet. Footage where a 23-year-old Drake invites a girl from the crowd on stage, dances with her, smells her hair, massages her shoulders, puts his arms around her,
never seen
and
this
then
before.
starts to kiss her neck.
She said 17.
Was this after the fact though?
After kissing her and all of that. Right?
Drake walks away.
Why do you look like that? Bro, you should have done the research. You should have got these seats, dog.
Listen, 17. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know if I should feel
What did he just say? He likes the way your breast felt is.
He,
Okay, now, but this is. Oh!
I like the way your breast felt against my
Okay,
chest.
look.
I like
Not-
the.
Yeah. Not that I'm gonna make
17-year-old.
excuses. But look, there is an angle. He didn't full out. Like, he only found out after the fact, which is okay.
No,
Not
halfway
excuse-
through.
Halfway through. And then he gave her, like, like, friendship kisses, like, on the cheek, blah, blah, blah. blah, blah.
Yes.
Nothing like, no tongue or whatever.
Post saying he loves the way. Imagine, deeper now. You are father. And you find messages from a 23-year-old man telling your daughter that he likes the way her breast feels against his chest. Brother, the way her breast feels.
Then what the fuck, bro? No, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Brother. There's the Millie Bobby Brown. We don't
Yeah,
even
the
need to go
Millie Bobby
into
Brown,
that.
we know there's been some shady.
He was
business
giving
going on.
Millie dating advice. He's FaceTiming young
They were practicing,
girls.
bro.
He's
They were
FaceTiming underage girls. What he does is Drake pre-orders these girls like the new Call of Duty. He's getting the deluxe edition.
He's getting a stage of the top shelf.
He's getting
Bro, that
the-
chicken just got slaughtered. It just came out. He's got that prime chicken, bro. Prime
Bro,
chicken.
this-
Still red, blood all over.
Why
Oh, that's
so
right.
much, bro?
You!
You don't want to get so close anymore.
I don't want
do
to
you?
get so close. Your Honor, I don't really know him that well. So,
I don't know what you're doing FaceTiming 16-year-olds. That's crazy, bro.
so Drake has a long history
Yeah.
of what I would call borderline grooming. You know, I know in the internet age everything is always the worst word for it. You know, everything's abuse, everything is it's made to be
It's
the
me
worst
too,
it can.
it's them too, it's us.
That's what I'm saying. Every word is used in the worst ways, but I mean Drake, there's so much evidence. We could go into so much detail about this. Drake been liking them young. Drake love him that pre-order. Drake wanna show up to the restaurant and his food must be done. He ordered on the phone, blood. Drake gonna let you know what he wants beforehand.
100%. He
Drake
wants
can do
you-
drive-through.
That's that frozen pies.
Drake walks in, the quiz must be clear.
This beef comes in conveniently after P Diddy shit just goes to the.
Yes.
bro.
Yeah.
And
Taking
now
down
it's
the-
like, we
taking
don't
down
care
the big
about
one,
Diddy
bro.
anymore. It's like, yo. Drake
Yes.
and Kendrick.
But okay, so that was the big premise of Not Like Us, the whole pedophile angle.
Yeah, the whole pedophile angle is kind of like we see it's carried on throughout many of the diss tracks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So now we move to the heart. And I think the heart is kind of where the most important things come out, starting by the name already. The heart, part 6. So Kendrick Lamar has a set of tracks. So with J. Cole, it's the Simba series. It's Young Simba, it's Grown Simba. Songs that carries across their albums. And with Kendrick, it's the Heart, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, with his last one, In Morale. And then Drake comes out with the Heart, part 6. So Kendrick's...
Yeah.
And this was going to be the name of his next album. That's what everyone believed it was going to be. The Heart. And now, if he does drop this album, which he's been building up towards for years, when you search the Heart, Drake's going to come up.
Yeah, wow, it's wow.
So he takes one of your biggest... He takes literally a
It's like
album
with
name
Euphoria.
of it.
It's like
Yes.
Euphoria. Where if you Google Euphoria, it's gonna be that.
It's
instead of
Kendrick's
the
gonna
show.
come up instead of Drake. So now in the same way, the heart is gonna take away from Kendrick Lamar every time. It will always be linked to him. The Heart part 6. And people will think that it's still in the same thing. So they're ready, and he came forward with a lot of big things. So he said, so let's go and find that line. He accused, just like as a passing comment, he accused Kendrick of being sexually assaulted, and how Kendrick talks about it in Mother Eye, and how Kendrick's uncle was actually fucking on him. But I think that was a misrepresentation. I think Mother Eye wasn't per se Kendrick's perspective. Because in that song, Kendrick was doing dual perspectives. I don't think Kendrick was being sexually harassed by his uncle. But
You gotta just
woman-
tell the story of what he had.
yeah. So he took something, but yeah, very importantly, where did he say now? There's the one. Touch my body. Here's it. And this is kind of where I think Drake started to dig him a bit of a hole. He says, just for clarity, I've never been with one underage. I understand why this is the angle you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit that you just suggested. Drake. Drake. That is not a defense. Drake. You saying if you too famous, you would have been arrested for this years ago.
No.
If you were touching on your young
What
girls.
is that? What is that, bro? What is that, bro? The Cosby's? How long did it take them to pop him? It took them long, bro.
Nigga, you ain't more famous than Mike Jack, and they got Mike Jack.
God, Mike
Mike
Jack,
Jack
bro.
was in court.
They're getting
Epstein,
dirty
dirty.
after years.
You ain't that big, Drake.
Bro, it comes around, Drake.
It comes around. It just takes a
catches you.
moment like this.
And remember what Jennings said on his songs, you think you can't teach this out, it's gonna keep resurfacing. You know what I mean? You can't get out of it, it's going to come, bro.
It's going, and the trip is, his defense was, I'm too famous. You're not even the most famous sex offender.
Yeah,
we got an MJ, we got him touching young pippies, you know.
Yeah.
We got him
Bro.
sleeping in
And that's
beds with
MJ,
kids.
people think that
And
he's got
MJ is the biggest star in the world. Do you know that at a stage in the world, Michael Jackson's name was more known than Jesus Christ?
Wow, that's
Deep
crazy,
that.
bro.
That's how you know you're famous.
crazy.
You're more famous than the Lord and Savior. In Christianity. You're more famous than Christianity, brother. You're doing well.
Oh my God.
And MJ went. So I was just like, Drake, that was the worst defense. Drake just went to trust me, bro. You should have just said trust me, bro. And we've now clearly seen it's a lie. But he did come back with some fire, though. Drake insinuated that they had planted the information about the.
Yeah.
Because remember, Kendrick was hyping, we've got a mole, we've got a rat.
leak. Yeah, that's not even the leak, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you were saying, and Drake literally planted the information about the 11-year-old.
Who is this dark figure? It's not Drake. That may be the leaker. How crazy would it be if this was the brother that gave him the info? And that's why Kendrick dropped that next tag so quick.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because Kendrick got caught out.
That's Kendrick got caught out.
Kendrick realized that he didn't do his due diligence. And that he didn't actually check this information.
That was sharp from Drake. As you said, that was B sharp.
Yes.
That was B sharp instead of A minor. That was B sharp.
It was, eh? And what makes me believe it is the fact that Kendrick dropped so quickly after to kind of cover it up, exactly like Drake alluded to. But I want to lay the stage for you now, and I want you to think, put yourself in the situation. Me and you're beefing. You feed me some secret information that I shouldn't know, no? But you know it's fake.
Yeah.
You say that you like touching little ponies.
Yeah.
No? You get someone to leak that to me.
Myself a bone.
Would you not screenshot you sending the message to Glowy Glowy, tell him I like ponies, and then screenshot Glowy sending me, hey, Neymar actually likes little ponies.
Like a build-up of
Would you not have a paper trail? If you baited me with the information, the second Kendrick drops it that you have a child, would the easiest play not be to drop the screenshot?
Yeah, maybe.
My receipts, nigga.
Maybe,
if I'm gonna leak something.
But I think maybe he was trying to be more like thoughtful, more like subliminal. You know, he was trying to be more sub.
That was so stupid, and that's what leads me to discredit Drake. Even though Drake said that he leaked it, and we can see the build up to the leak. No? Did you really leak that? Because you don't have a single receipt for what you're saying. You couldn't just immediately afterwards in your Instagram story just post the chats. That's it. Because this person must have leaked a recording. Leaked
Maybe he
something.
had spoken to them in per. Because look at that video.
You can't make a recorded
He's
voice
kind
notes.
of going into the back area. He's speaking to some shady dude, like on the low. Just the two of them. Maybe that's how. But also, that being said, that clears Drake of probably the most unharmful one of the speculations.
Yes, you instantly
Yeah,
clear
you got a daughter, okay, but you dating little girls, bro. Choose a better one.
And my trip is just like you had the chance to make Kendrick, to discredit Kendrick, no? Because the argument is always who's lying. Who's lying? At this point,
who's lying, yeah.
we don't actually. There's been so much allegations, no? and neither of them have come with receipts for any of it. So this beef is kind of in limbo. Like Chloe asked us earlier, how do you think this ends? How do we know who won? Normally we know who wins when someone is disproved.
Yeah.
You know, and Kendrick had two minor disproves at Drake, but Drake could have ended Kendrick if he had the receipts.
If he had the receipts.
If he came with receipts, Kendrick loses all validity.
And you know what's crazy? If I really think about it now, Drake knows why he lost his last battle.
Yes.
Battle. Just because his son got leaked.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, if we think about it, like, in that moment, he probably thought, maybe I'll just get ahead of the game and I'll make, like, a fake leak about my daughter. Now, because of that, there's like a rule in the laws of fucking law about that. Like, if you lie about one thing, you can lie. You could be lying about other things.
Yes.
I don't know what it's called. Lawyers hit up the comments. Yes. So maybe he had planted that to say, okay, you're lying about the daughter, so you're lying about everything else.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean? Even though Kendrick might be onto something because he have allegations because Kendrick bet on this. And Kendrick jumped early, saying he has a daughter, and now he's disproving it. Now we gotta kind of think to ourselves, like,
What else is Kendrick?
But
That's what I'm saying. He didn't even truly disprove Kendrick. Because if he had just kept receipts, it's done. You win. So I think Drake really fumbled the bag there. Either it's just like Kendrick, where they're trying to cover up where they took a L, and they're doing it in such a sneaky way, where they're trying to not make it public that they took a L. Because if the kid is fake, Kendrick took a massive L. As good as Meet the Grahams is, a large body of the song, the impact of that song was Baby Girl, and Baby Girl's now gone. You're a child. Someone just told you a fairy tale and you ran with it. You didn't check yourself.
And now it's not truly disproved. We only see, like, kind of like what we kind of see into it.
Yes, you're seeing into it, but Drake alludes to the fact that he dropped it, nah? And the information that I had seen before he had said this, everything was pointing to me, the fact that he had leaked this to Kendrick. Before this track came out, I'd already had evidence showing me that he had leaked this to Kendrick. I had seen the pictures in the video, like all of that, and the fact now he's talking about it.
And also because Drake's this was called Family Matters and Kendrick's was Meet the Grahams. It's very family oriented. I found that very suspicious. I thought maybe someone had leaked the name of the diss track because how is it they're like synced up so well? Okay, Family Matters, Meet the Grahams, 20 minutes later.
Yes.
Family Matters, Meet the Grahams? Something's going on.
And all of their song titles has been directly linked to them. So even 616 in LA, Drake must has the...
that series where he's like 12, 24 in
Germany, in like stuff like that. So all of them have been linked, and the heart also been...
12, 24 is in a real time, bro.
But you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was so much complexity, and now I come to my main question in closing. Who do you think is up, and what is it gonna take for us to get a definitive winner?
I think, for me, Kendrick is up. What it will take to get a definitive winner would be something big. A leak on Drake that's either, it needs to be information from either side with something big, because they're both really good rappers. Even though I think Kendrick edges him with the penmanship, I think Drake has his own talent. So it's like you can't like, whatever that. You can't like shoot that out. You know what I mean? Drake is great. Kendrick's great. So something's gotta something's gotta come out from either side. Like, oh, you actually had sex with a horse. Video of fucking Kendrick getting sex with a horse.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's
some
crazy.
paperwork, like some documentation.
It's gotta like with the Pusha one, it led up to that final crescendo. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then boom, out Drake and a kid, you're done. You're gone. Don't even make another rap. This track, you're gone. You're done.
And you know what I think kind of threw this whole rap battle into this like disruption is Kendrick got that information so early that Drake had a child, so I think he was building so much. And think he's gone quiet now since Drake has proved that he doesn't have a child. So he dropped what he had at the time, and now I think we're going to wait another 2-3 weeks, and then Kendrick will drop something new now
I think so.
on the new information. But in that time, there's been a
On that
crazy
note.
development.
BT, we begin with breaking news following a developing story out of Toronto where police confirmed that they are investigating an overnight shooting outside of the home of rapper Drake. Details are still very limited at this point, but police confirmed that they were called to the home around 2 o'clock this morning after reports of a shooting. One man was rushed to hospital with serious injuries. Police have confirmed to City News that the victim is not Drake. We know that there was a suspect who fled in a vehicle, but so far there is no description available of that suspect.
Oh, bro, got 14 windows for each of those fucking age 14 girls,
Brother,
bro.
the rap beef has gone to another level.
This is rap beef.
We're
This is rap
shooting
beef.
at each other.
We're
We're
shooting
shooting
each
at each other.
See, that's what you see. The thing is, Drake, he wanted to be a tough nigga, he wanted to be one of those road niggas. So now, this is what it is, bro.
Can you imagine
You
Drake
messing
in
with the West
jail?
Side?
Can
Guy
you
in the
imagine Drake in jail?
Canadians?
Drake's back is getting blown out.
He's getting blown up.
He's
But
not.
he's a big guy.
That BBL is gonna be put to work, blood.
Yeah.
So he got not the
Also,
only,
the BBL thing as well. Oh, Metro came up, but that's like,
Yeah, that's not
Metro,
so.
come on, do better,
So-
bro. Do
so-
better. Make better choices.
we don't condone violence. We don't condone violence. But if
Unless
one
it's
of them
deserved.
had to die, I would think Kendrick would have to die because Kendrick would then become the martyr.
You would become immortal.
He would not. But if Drake dies, Kendrick's entire reputation is ruined. Because now you've turned to violence, the thing you spoke about like against. And I don't personally believe this was Kendrick
I don't think it
Lamar
was Kendrick. I
or
don't
someone
think it was
associated with
Kendrick,
him. I think there's so many other people beefing with Drake. I think this was a fan. This
Drake
was
got a
one
lot of haters, bro.
Drake got a lot of haters. This is a fan. This was someone from Compton that wasn't happy and took matters into his own hands.
Because think about it. Just think about it for a second. Over the years, how many girls has Drake name dropped in his songs? Those girls are married, might be married right now. And imagine you find the love of your life, and Drake is there name dropped in a song in 2014, and you hear the shit on the radio. Oh, Letitia, I fuck Letitia or something like that, and you love your Letitia, bro.
I don't know about that angle. I don't think you're cooking.
No, but think.
I don't think you're cooking.
I don't think you're cooking.
I don't think.
No,
I don't
but now
think
think about it, guys.
they're gonna wait till now
Nah,
to shoot
okay,
up
they
Drake's
won't.
house. This must definitely
But
be
no,
associated
but
with,
look,
the, with
when
the
would
rap
be
beefs.
when would be the perfect time when Drake is now shrouded in beef? Oh, now we're under the radar. Now we can go and pop
Is
Drake
it
and nothing
cooking?
against Kendrick. You know what I mean? Drake name dropped Letitia in his song, and Bakes loved Letitia. And now every time he was hear about Letitia getting a back blown out in bloody
That's your queen.
certified long dick, whatever song it
Oh
is.
my God.
That's your queen, blood. That's your gal, the mother of your 5 children. And now
I don't know.
Now
I
the
don't know
beef
if
is
that's the
cooking.
angle.
Now the beef is cooking. no?
Lemon, you're not
And
cooking.
now
Stop
Bakes
this.
thinks.
Stop this
Now
propaganda.
Bakes
You're
thinks-
not cooking.
Now
You're
Bakes thinks,
not cooking.
Perfect time. Let's go and shoot up Drake. I think it's Kendrick. Bang. And
That,
you Canadian as well.
that is terrible logic. Terrible. That was the worst angle I've heard in this whole thing. Listen here. I think this is someone that is associated to someone in this beef and they try to take matters into their own hands. Because if you look at it, it's sloppy. You shot Drake's security. ne?
Just shot
Drake
him down.
wasn't even outside or just shooting at his house. Drake doesn't live like in the hood, blood, where you can shoot him up and Drake might be like on the other side of that window. Drake has a mansion. Drake's probably on the 3rd floor
Yeah.
in the back penthouse
back.
suite, blood.
With all those 16-year-olds.
Exactly, he's got a fucking parade of underage gal in here. Also on the Tinder thing, Drake has a Tinder for inside of his house. Drake has a Tinder for inside of his house.
Shooting inside of his house.
Like a group of girls, like get like the pictures taken and stuff, and like load into this app that they made for him, and then Drake swipes. The girls readily
Get to hear
available.
about
To
it,
him. That's a
yes.
confirmed thing.
But
as
on the
well.
all readily available to
No,
him.
but now these are all girls that he's just choosing who's gonna fuck tonight. They are here in the proximity already. So Tinder's like all the girls everywhere, and you need to wait for them to like you.
Fuck.
Drake just needs to like you, and you
But
come
Drake
into
can
the
just
bedroom.
go on normal and then he could get any bitch he
No,
wants.
but then he would still have to wait for that girl to like him, and they must chat. Yeah, he just
Oh,
swipes.
what? Bro,
No,
it's instant.
No,
She's
But that
teleporting
girl would need to be
him.
online for,
Yeah, we
for
have to
him
do
to
it.
like, and then you would need to like meet up or something like
Yeah.
that. These are girls
It's
on the
dangerous
go.
as well.
They on the property.
Yeah.
You chose this
They
one.
just
She's
walking
coming up to
around.
the room.
Apparently, he has a whole team of chatters, bro.
Yeah.
Just pre-ordering girls in Capoeira.
Stranger, they just know what he likes. They know what he
They know what
likes.
he likes.
Ghost
Chop
writers,
shows, like-
The ghost chatters.
I don't know what you
And Kendrick talks about in Meet the Grams when he's talking to Adonis, he talks about like coming out of prostitution, that he shouldn't be linked to that kind of thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And literally, this app is a confirmed thing. Girls that have been part of it will be like, yeah, it's like an app in his joint. We just swipe and that's how we go. But look, we know we've covered a lot.
Fam.
Let us know what you think. Let us know. We're
Let us
chatting
know.
shit. Did we go?
Let
Did
us
we miss
know.
anything
Let us
big?
know. Tell us if you break down one of the balls in the comments.
Yeah. Let us know about something we missed. But and mainly, was Neymar cooking?
No, was he not?
Oh, was Neymar missing? with the foul, with the husband angle. Was he reaching? Was that a foul, Mr. Ref?
Tell me if I'm getting ticked up. Tell me.
He's getting
Tell me.
ticked
Let
up.
me-
But guys,
let me know.
it's been great. Please drop a like and a sub.
Subs-
GG's.